All right, so hey, I've got an idea here. My idea is called GameSitter. GameSitter pairs vetted veterans with a minimum 2-year college degree with kids that need adult supervision. The tie that binds, of course, video games, but the parent pays an hourly fee and can pay by the hour, by blocks of time. The veteran gets a work from home job, making a living wage from doing their hobby. The kid gets to play video games while they're supervised. It'd be contactless. So, of course, this is aimed at parents who are working from home, whose kids are about to be at home because schools are getting shut down again. We'd charge you an hourly rate per kid. We'd keep it to groups of 4, so 1 adult, 3 kids. That's super small groups. Um, it doesn't take any money really here to develop this idea. Game Sitter can be limited to just social media platform and a private Discord channel, maybe a website and an email address. Really, my requirements for employees would be that you have an honorable discharge from any branch of service and minimum 2-year college degree. I would want a resume with references. I would want you to be able to pass a background check. This means no criminal record at all and no felonies, because who's going to hire you to babysit the kids if you've got a criminal record? You got to have clean social media, can't be a bigot. You got to agree to stream on a face cam, with a face cam on YouTube or Twitch. We're going to use that as our nanny cam. You got to have prior streaming, babysitting experience. That would be preferred. But again, this is work from home. You could get paid daily or weekly. We'll guarantee your hourly. You can sign up referrals and have them use you as a sitter. If you're not a veteran, you must be referred to the company. We've got at GameSitter has taken on all social media platforms, but all those handles have been abandoned. Um, but the idea is this lets parents work from home knowing that their kid is being supervised. Parent has a nanny cam, so they could just go on their YouTube or Twitch and see the person and basically hear their child and hear the adult that's hanging out with them. And then to expand on my idea, uh, teachers that want to join Game Sitter can develop educational programs to go along with these kids' favorite games for an extra fee. So the idea is you babysit them with Game Sitter, and hopefully someday they'll become we'll be able to become their game teacher or game tutor. I haven't quite centered on that name yet, but a teacher would get a $20+ an hour job, easy, a work from home with a super small classroom. You'd get to design your own educational component. This is mostly for people who are decided to homeschool their kids, or they've taken their kids out of the education system on the whole. And my thought process is this going to sort of bridge the gap right now, because these teachers that are used to teaching people in class in person are now going to be doing it over Zoom, and they've already kind of been doing it, and it's kind of been a miserable process. So my idea is that we can kind of juice this up. We can kind of make it so that these kids are more engaged. You know that if you're trying to get something out of them, if you give them what they want, you can get something out of them. But I think teachers could pump out Nobel laureates and retire with some dignity. And I think this is something that could last forever, right? Because it's contactless. The babysitter, like the game sitter, is gonna have a background check done. So you can trust that we're gonna call their references, we're gonna background check them, we're gonna make sure they don't have a criminal record, and that they're not poisoning your child with their bigotry. Um, I can promise you it's probably cheaper than a babysitter, safer than a babysitter. My thought process is this idea has to solve a bunch of problems, right? So on the one hand, COVID-19 is out of control. Suicide for veterans and teachers is out of control. You've got kids that are used to going to school every day that are now going to have to do their schooling from home. And then you've got parents that are used to going to work. Now they're working from home. And when you've got a powder keg for drama and domestic violence, basically, is what I'm saying, really. And instead of doing that, I can promise you that among 30 million Americans, there are veterans with a minimum 2-year degree that love to play video games, that would love to hang out with your kids and make sure that nobody's bothering them and that they're being supervised. in exchange for an hourly rate. And again, like I said, the cost of developing this idea and implementing it to me is near zero, right? Social media handles are largely free, and then really the cost of a private Discord server, a website. That's really about it. You know, we could use PayPal, Venmo, all that stuff to take payment, um, and then just make it really easy on anyone we hire. Um, and I think that I've got a really good idea here. If you spread good ideas, right?